Hey Pisces, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading, asking what's coming towards you at the time of viewing this. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for another Pisces out there. If something doesn't resonate, it just means it wasn't meant for you. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Pisces and cross watchers at this channel to send out their good juju to you, say hi in the comments section or leave an emoji, whatever you feel comfortable with. It just allows us something that represents your energy that we can focus on. It gives us permission. Only love and light in this space. We're going to start with the Mudra Oracle deck. Each one of these has a hand gesture that represents the message, so you can kind of join in with me. For Pisces, Justice. I am not to judge, and this is how you do it. It's like the timeout sign. Your love heals my hurt. Your strength strengthens me. Your goodness leads me to new endeavor. This mudra fortifies the solar plexus. It clears the head, centers, and stabilizes. Stand up for your rights, Pisces, but without passing judgment on others. There's the trick. You can leave the judging to a higher court. You may criticize what another does, but it is not up to you to judge the doer. For remember, only injured people injure. Only oppressed people want to oppress others. Only weak ones want to weaken other people, and only the frustrated want to frustrate others. Try to hand over the injustice which others do to you to a universal authority. When you feel persecuted, surrender the pain which is inflicted upon you. There is consolation. It's like giving it up to a higher good. That's a relief, isn't it? That we don't have to do everything, right? We don't have to carry the weight of our judgment. So let's just see where this is going. I think I'm going to get one more oracle card because that's a very interesting way to start a reading. For a Pisces, one of the things that drives me the craziest as a Pisces is actually something that does feel what's the word? Unbalanced, unfair. I'm sure you feel the same way. I'm sure that's all humans. Our next message is a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. Interesting way to start a Pisces reading. Let's see where this is going. Only taking the cards that fly out for Pisces. We start with a Four of Swords. This is going within to a deeper sanctuary to get wisdom. Four of Swords is withdrawal usually, sometimes even literally, socially, kind of processing. This is like the processing card. Pisces. What's coming out from my Pisces? Eight of Pentacles, work card. This is the deep focus. This reading does feel very centered. It feels quiet. It feels contemplative. Oh, great. We got the sun. Everything's going to be okay, guys. We have the sun and another one, the Two of Pentacles. You might be going through a decision-making process soon or reprioritizing things. So let's get one more card and then I'm going to get some clarity. And we'll unpack this storyline for you, Pisces. One more card for Pisces. Okay, of course it gives me two. Because tarot likes to make a fool of me. We have Ace of Cups. But then we have the Magician upside down. That suggests that there's cups rule the heart. So it can also rule the creative arts or creativity. It seems like there's a new offer coming in, but you're wondering if you can trust it. It seems like it might be it's got maybe some trickster energy. I'm going to unpack that a little bit. So this could, if this was creative, this would be a creative offer, but your spidey sense might be going a little nuts because it might feel like there's a manipulation behind it, or you can't really trust the Magician upside down. If it's a love offer, then your spidey sense might be going crazy about it. And it might have a little bit of like a manipulative quality to it. So that could either be superimposing our fears onto it, or it could be the real thing. I want to unpack these. Okay, Four of Swords. The World card. So bear with me. It's going to be a little bit quiet for a while. But I know a lot of you guys like to see this process. If you don't, you can always fast forward it a little bit. What's the sun? Okay. Oh, I love that you got the Empress card out with the sun, you guys. That is like total abundance, something growing, something beautiful. It's right in the center of your reading. I'm going to get a few more cards on that because it feels so good. Eight of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles. What is this Hierophant? Wow, spiritual, such a typical Pisces reading with the High Priestess and the Hierophant. Spirituality's coming through, it's showing through. Yeah, that trickster energy got the Ten of Swords. Bye, starting a new adventure. Ten of Swords. You know what? I'm going to say this, Ten of Swords to the Fool, which is really great. Okay, so I'm not worried about you at all, Pisces. I want to say something. And I know you're going to be nodding along with me. Pisces, you know, every sign can be underestimated in their own unique way. And the way that Pisces are often underestimated is because they are so kind and generous on the outside. I mean, they're kind and generous on the inside too. People can sometimes, of course, take them for granted, but also underestimate their intelligence, which is a funny thing because so many Pisces are smarty pants. But there's something about kindness that often gets swept under the rug as a lack of intelligence. Isn't that funny? Hey Pisces, this is just a quick note to let you know that this reading expanded into an extended. So if you'd like to follow me over there later, the link is in the description box below. All right, back to your video. So it seems that, I know I'm skipping to the end, we'll get to this soon, but it seems that your spidey sense is going to be so on point regarding something that what seemed manipulative, it was a false start, or it had trickster energy with that magician. The word trickster energy is just kind of coming up for me. And it's just, for some of you guys, this has already come to an end. And it was a sudden end or an abrupt ending. There might have been even like a sense of betrayal maybe on their end, but Ten of Swords is like, boom, nope. I see you for who you really are. And that's all. Like, there's no amount of explaining somebody can do for a Pisces once Pisces, their spidey sense sees through that veil of bullshit. So it's funny to me because this energy usually comes up when somebody is taking for granted Pisces' emotional intelligence and intuition. Just because they're kind. And Pisces, you can be quite alluring and sometimes very mysterious. So if this is love, you know, I mean, they're pulled in for their own reasons. But I feel like you see this a mile away. And it comes, boom, to an end. And then we have this beautiful fresh start. It's like there's almost a relief to this. Like you took off a really heavy backpack. Very interesting. But it's not, Pisces, you're not impulsive that way. There's actually a lot of deep processing that goes on because it's like you're reaching back into your spidey sense. You're like, you're reconnecting to your intuition. It's like you're going out here, observing the things, and then coming back to your Four of Swords to process it and confer with your High Priestess, confer with your intuition. So during that process, Pisces can be kind of quiet. On the outside, they can be smiling, duck on water, paddling away underneath the surface, but graceful on the outside. Some people say swan. Let's stick with swan, shall we? I think that this is just one of a couple of things that you're processing. It seems that you're going to be pulling in your resources or your energy This could literally be saving your money. So this is a good time to actually not blow a bunch of money and splurge on things you might not need, because I think you're going to be starting a new, excuse me, work focus or endeavor. We've got the Eight of Pentacles to the Four of Pentacles. This is the saving your coins, saving your energy. This is deep focus. You feel like you're already kind of going into a bit of a hibernation mode. You're, in order to get something started here with Ace of Wands. Hibernation mode, not to say that there's inaction. It's hibernation mode meant specifically for introverted versus extroverted. I feel like your energy is introverted while you get something started, you get something going, and it's most likely a project where there could eventually be money involved, and you can find stability in this. The Four of Wands, it also represents milestones. I think you're going to have successes with this, but you realize that it takes deep focus and dedication. So you're not messing around, basically. This is not a fluffy, floaty reading. I mean, right away with the Justice card. For some reason, I'm clearing my throat a lot. And I'm thinking about clarity. I'm thinking about justice, clarity, and balance. And I think that those things are going to be very, very important in order to achieve your goals. What I see for you is that with the Sun card and the Empress card, you're all about abundance. You're not messing around. This is what you're calling forward. You're doubling down on the things that give you happiness. You're seeing that, okay, just the happiness, that is the symptom of my life purpose. So when I am on my life purpose, I'm feeling the sun. I'm feeling that excitement of possibility of growth. That's all I need, is to follow that. It means also leaving something behind, something that you cared about at one point quite a bit, and taking it on faith that what lies beyond those hills that you see is meant for you. So there's a deep spiritual underlining in this reading. I think you are going to be, this is very spiritual. I think this is a really interesting twist. I don't think I've ever had this message in a reading before, Pisces. Sorry if there's a breeze being picked up on the camera. A lot of you, in an effort to heal, you'll be going between your intuitive, natural spirituality, which is just connecting to divine, spirit, God, whatever you use to describe that energy. And there is no map for that. It's simply connecting, right? There's no book of rules. There's no religion that you have to follow rules for that. That is inherent within all of us. And Pisces, especially in you, if someone tries to squelch it, you're going to effing swim away because you know better. They, bless their hearts, they don't. So you'll be deciding, or you'll be going back and forth, kind of playing this dance between that unmapped, intuitive approach to connecting to your wisdom and the other side, which is dedication to commitments, maybe routines that take you there. Maybe this is literally just, I put my timer on 20 minutes and I meditate. This could be going to church. If a lot of you guys like to go to church or go to a type of assembly where you congregate and worship together, this is the Hierophant. So this is where we give our belief system structure, and this is where there's no structure, just intuition and flow. You're going to be going between these two in order to get healing, Six of Swords, because wherever you're going, you're going to need it, and you know that. It's like you're using yourself as the student. Whatever you're going to be doubling down on, Eight of Pentacles, and working hard on, it's requiring you to save your energy, to pull in your resources, to save your money potentially, because I think that you're going to want to, I think, work with people, most likely, And you're going to need all that energy to get this going. You've got all the deep wisdom cards, the Hermit card. You've got also the retreat, processing, connecting with the divine. I love it for you. Canadian geese. Got to look up that symbolism. What does it mean, Pisces? Animal totems. So this is really interesting. I'm going to actually do an extended. I should have said that earlier, but this is really, sometimes I just don't know. And this is a really cool reading. I want to get one more card out for the this trickster stuff, because I want to know where it's going, because you have this Fool card, which is a new journey. This is like taking off that backpack, that weight. I think you're calling BS on something. It was coming through as a relationship of some sort or a creative endeavor, but you couldn't trust it. And it doesn't have to be totally evil, but the Magician card upside down, it's just like, that ain't real. So what's this Fool card taking us? Where's this Fool card taking us? Oh my gosh, another Fool. I'm going to get one more for you. Okay. There has been, I think, now throw this out if it doesn't resonate. This is really important. So don't make this fit if it doesn't fit, okay, Pisces? There's been a BS energy in your life. You've known about it for a while. You're finally you've been processing it for a while. It was something new coming in. I think for a lot of you, it's already come to an end. For some of you, it's about to. But it's freeing you up. It's like a really good thing to get this energy. You can't possibly do this sacred work with any kind of BS energy. It's like right now, you need to even see your own shadows. That's what you're doing with all these Hermit and Hierophant and High Priestess, all these spiritual cards. You're doing your own shadow work. You can't be around anybody who hasn't been doing theirs. And I know you know it. So this comes with some disappointment, but it's still like taking off a weighty backpack. So it might have been, like I said, it might have been maybe a creative offer or a love or a relationship offer that came through. But it's in a way, it's a very divine test, because despite how much you wanted aspects of this, you have to call a spade. And the test was, do you accept this offer that looks good on the surface, but that's this thin and there's a lot of BS there? Or do you put an end to it and on faith hope another offer that is truer and more in alignment with your truth? Hope that it comes through. So this is a chance to look at where you're limited in your thinking, where you might have fears. And Eight of Swords is an illusion card, just like the Devil. It's a stuck energy, and it's what we do to ourselves, specifically what we tell ourselves, that creates a low ceiling above our heads. So it gets you stuck. It brings you to a stop, from the Chariot upside down, right? And it might have brought past offers and things to a stop. But we have the Victory card, which is this is getting over it. This is working through it, which I love for you. I'm going to go into the extended. If you want to follow me there, the link will be in the description box below. And if this is where I leave you, I adore you guys. I'm sending off with love and light. Keep on doing the good work. Mwah.